Good morning, people. Today we are going to be reviewing these, and these are interior cleaners, but specifically today we're going to be using these interior cleaners to clean a set of red car mats. So I'm going to put some stuff on them and we will see how well they clean them. But the lineup we have here is, firstly starting with this one. This is Vanish Gold Carpet Care. Admittedly, I know this isn't specifically a car cleaning brand, but you use Vanish on your carpets at home, so why can't you use it on your car mats? And you can pick that up from Tesco, and it is 600 millilitres for £7. We have then got the Chemical Guys Lightning Fast Stain Extractor, Nettoyant Pour Capot de Cabriolet. Sorry about the pronunciation, but I don't understand that gibberish at the bottom there. And that is 473 millilitres for £15. So this is the most expensive one here. We have then got the Autoglym High Foam Interior Shampoo, which is £13, and I believe you have 450 millilitres there. And then finally, we have got the Turtle Wax Carpet and Mats Heavy Duty Cleaner, and you can get that from the Turtle Wax website for £8.50, and that is for 400ml. So, gone through what they are. Let's get on with the test. So, how we're going to do this test is, I've got a set of car mats here. These are from a Kia Ceed, but because they're red, they keep getting dirty like this, and I don't really like this, so I've actually got a black set of mats for it now. But then I now have a spare set of red ones, so that's why I'm going to do the test with these red ones, so I'm not just wasting these, I did already have them. And what we're going to do, we're going to put loads of stuff on each mat, and then we will let them dwell for a bit, and then we'll see how well these take them off. I will do it one at a time so you can fit them all in. But what I'm going to put on each mat is, I've got a pot of coffee there, I've got a pot of tea here, and there's 2 sugars in each one of these, just in case sugar makes a difference. We've got some barbecue sauce. I was going to use ketchup, but using ketchup on a red mat probably isn't going to show you much. We've got makeup. We've also got some chocolate spread. We have also got Coca-Cola, and finally we have got some dirt in a bag. Well, it won't be in a bag when I put it there, but we've also got dirt. And if I find anything else around the house while I'm doing this video, I will stick it on it as well. So yeah, let's get on with it. I know this isn't the most scientific way, but this is the best I can do in my kitchen. So I'm going to do each one at a time. I'm just going to do this one, you know, showing you, and I'll speed up the other ones. So we've got the makeup, and I'm just going to do 5 squirts of that on there. I'm going to do the Coca-Cola. Just going to pour that on there. Going to add the coffee. Coffee smells very nice. Coffee onto there. The tea onto here. The barbecue sauce, I'll just put there. This is the best barbecue sauce, by the way, 100% recommend. And finally, the chocolate spread. I'm using a clean spoon, so I should have maybe melted this a little bit or something, and that's just going to go there. And we're going to spread this all in, because why not? I should have used a different spoon. Now I need another spoon. So that, I'm going to spread that around, spread that around, spread this around, spread the barbecue sauce around, and the makeup. Do you know what? I'm going to add a little bit more makeup on there so we can have a good... I couldn't find anything else around the house either. So this is what we got. This doesn't smell too nice. It did at first, but it doesn't smell nice now. And just spread the makeup around a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do on each mat. And we will see what one can take it off the best. Me clearly being dopey, I forgot about the bag of dirt. Look at that. So I'm going to add it to this one. This is just do a spoonful of that on this one, and I'm going to do it on the other mat as well. You know, so you can see. That's my fault. I'm just going to crush it in there a bit. You know, so it gets nice on there. Same with this one. See, silly Charlie, forgetting what I put on my own test. So now I'll speed up doing the rest with the bag of dirt included, and I'll get back to you. Obviously some of these are going to have longer dwell times than others, but first of all I'm starting off with the Vanish on this mat here, and all it says is to shake well and spray, brush it and then vacuum it after a couple of hours. That's why I'm going to do this one first. It does get everywhere. So, then you grab a brush and I'll start scrubbing it. So I'm going to be using these brushes. I'll leave a link in the description because these are quite good actually. Look, you just whack that on your gun and then you've got a decent scrubber. I've just got to be slightly careful here that I don't fling it everywhere else. If I was outside I'd do this a lot harder, but I don't want to fling it all on the wall. I guess you haven't got to see this bit. I'll speed this bit up actually. I've given that a good scrub now, and I have got other brushes as well. But what it has done, inside the chocolate spread, there is like little bits, and this they've cleaned the chocolate off of it. I'm getting really mixed up with my words, but that's quite cool. So I'm gonna leave this. That's why I've done this first, because it says I've then got to hoover it out afterwards. So I'm gonna hoover off the side because there's all bits on it now, and move on to the next one. Annoyingly, as I said, as it splurted around, I've now got it on my walls. Annoyingly, so she's gonna have a go at me. So I'm gonna go get a bit of cardboard and stop that from happening again. And again, like, I even got it all over the bottom of the Autoglym bottle. So that's the one we're gonna do next anyway. And what this says to do is shake it, which I've done, and pre-test it. I'm not gonna do that. And spray it around from 20 centimeters and allow 15 to 20 seconds before rubbing. Okay, so. Like can spray paint. It's just I'm trying to do it all neatly. It's quite satisfying actually. You can actually see the middle bits. That white foam is very dirty. Yeah, let's just keep going. Ha ha ha. We like foam, we want more foam. I think I might have used a bit too much. We'll give it 15 seconds and then I will scrub it again. Even with my bit of cardboard, I've got more on the walls, so I think I'm actually going to do these two mats outside. Should have done that in the first place. But this has done alright, I guess. It's got most of it. I can still see some marks, but again, it has removed the chocolate from these bits as well. So let's get on with the next one. I'm going to do this one outside. Right, so we're now outside so I don't get dirt all over my walls. And this is the same as all the others. Just spray it on and scrub it in. Again though, I'm not going to be using the head on here, even though this is good that it comes with its own one, because I've been using the other ones with this, so I'm going to keep using this. So just going to spray it on. Oh, it is foamy. Very nice. My garden box is going to be nice and clean in a big square. This one's got the best foam up. Look at that. So it's on, it doesn't say let it dwell or anything, it just says scrub it off. So on the face of it, I actually think this one might have done the best from what I can see right now, but I'm not going to judge till the end, so let's get on with the last one, which is the Chemical Guys one. Lastly, we've got the Chemical Guys Lightning Fast, and this says to actually dilute it. I'm not going to dilute it, I'm just going to spray it straight out of the bottle because I haven't got time for that. So let's get a good amount on there. Wouldn't it be funny if it like turned it bloody green or something? So get plenty of this on there. Not as easy to use as the other ones, although if you were diluting it you might have a separate spray bottle, but then what's the point of having this come with a spray or nozzle on it if you want to dilute it down? I don't see the point in that. Anyway, I mean, I think that's plenty enough, isn't it now? So finally, again with the brush, let's start spinning. So that's Chemical Guys one used on this, and I think it's done pretty well. Just that is the divot for where your feet are for the pedals, so that's why that's a problem with the mat, not with the cleaning. But I'll tell you what, that literally got everything off of that. That's actually very impressive. What I will say is this is the passenger one, so obviously it's the front two mats that obviously get the most dirty, and this is actually still a little bit dirty. So maybe what I'm going to do is, I was probably on straight away, I'm more impressed with these two, so what I'm going to do is use this one on this side. Let's see if there's any difference at all. And then the turtle wax one on this side. We'll see if there's any difference in the two once I finish scrubbing it. So I was just going to leave it at that, but then when they were wet, I was bringing them in, and then I noticed my thumb got dirty. So bearing in mind all of these, you know, I've used all of them properly, as you saw in the videos. Actually, I might have even used too much of this stuff because I was, you know, spraying and spraying and spraying and spraying. So I would think that they would be clean. You would imagine, but if I get then this blank bit of tissue, I put it on there, and I just go like this, it's still very dirty, and that's not just this one, that is on all of them. So I'll show you, even with this one, still dirty, this one, still dirty, and then finally this one. Bear in mind, I believe it was this one that actually had 3 types of cleaning, so I think it had the Autoglym one on it first, and then I did half of the turtle wax one and then half of the Chemical Guys one. But just to prove, it's still dirty on one side and it's still dirty on the other. So, that being said, with all these like this, I know that one's a bit harder to see out here. The Vanish one is the only one that actually tells you to hoover it up afterwards. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hoover up the Vanish one and see if that makes any difference. This one here is the Vanish mat. So this was the first mat I done. I know it hasn't been 2 hours, but I'm still going to see what happens if I hoover it. So grab another piece of tissue. I doubt that's actually done a lot. No, it hasn't. What I can see here though is there's a mark here. I'll have to check on the video to see if that was where the makeup was. So let me have a look at that first. So after just going back, I can see that this is the Vanish one and this is where the makeup was. So the Vanish one has actually struggled to get off the makeup on this mat. Right, I'm going to wrap this video up with my conclusion because, as I said, I did try to hoover this one here, which I used the Vanish on, and you can still see some of the stains on it. So for that reason, in this test, the Vanish is going to finish in 4th place, even though I think at home, for your carpets indoors, it does do a very good job, so I'm not knocking it. Just in this test, it has come last. And what I will say with this test, this is just to remove anything that you've dropped, you know, just a quick stain, if anything that you've dropped in your car. Because from wiping it, we can see that they're still dirty. So if you do actually want to clean these properly, you're going to have to use a different method. You might have to use like a wet vac or something like that. Do you know what? You might even try a pressure wash one day. Maybe a pressure washer might work. It might not, but I might do that in another video actually. So in 3rd place though, carrying on with this video, I'm going to say it is the Autoglym High Foam Interior Shampoo. It brought up most of the stain, you know, got rid of most of it, but then we used the other two to get rid of the rest of it. In 2nd place, I'm going to have to give it to the Chemical Guys Lightning Fast. And I'm not going to judge it just on this mat because this is the driver's mat. So this one always gets, you know, a lot more dirty than the others. And there's probably marks in there that you won't be able to get out. But it did a very good job. You know, this is very good stuff. You know, I would recommend it. Just I think the turtle wax one is better value for money. That being said, this does dilute down to 20:1. But some people aren't going to be bothered to dilute it. If it comes with a squirty bottle, you're just going to squirt it on there straight away. So the winner of this test for me is going to be the Turtle Wax Carpet and Mats Cleaner, because it's cheap, it's pretty good, it has a wicked foam up, and that's more satisfying when you see it all foam up. So yeah, that's my decision. This is the one to go for. But all the others will do a good job, but for me, this is the one. So hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.